Willie D. Live.
What's up, family? A Montgomery pastor was killed after the police say he put hands on his wife. Check it out.
Tonight, communities across our area are mourning the loss of Pastor DaQuarius Green. Though the shooting happened in Level Plains, Green was widely known in Montgomery for his ministry and outreach. WSFA 12 News reporter Jessica Knox spoke with a friend remembering the man he knew.
I was very hurt. Of course, I was devastated because I was like, I couldn't believe this happened to him. And of course, then to find out how it happened and who did it, that was even more devastating.
Minister Devontae Palmer is one of many now grieving the loss of Pastor DaQuarius Green. Palmer says the two were not close friends, but their paths crossed often at church and even checking up with him at Green's previous job at Walmart.
From time to time, after I get done with there, I just go to see him and just chat it up, and then for like 5-10 minutes and go by my way because he working. I can't talk all day.
Palmer says those conversations were brief but meaningful. To Palmer, Green was known for humility and faith.
To me, the man was a humble man, an honest man. He was a man who deeply loved God, his family, and one who just wanted to do the right thing.
One moment stands out the most.
Got me when he came to the church. You know, I had no idea he was coming. He actually surprised me. He tapped on my shoulder and said, "Brother Palmer," oh snap. I had no idea he was coming that day.
Green died just days after being shot in what police called a domestic incident. Those who knew him say they remember a man committed to faith, family, and service.
Again, you know, that wasn't the guy that I knew. You know what I'm saying? Again, like I was telling somebody today, you know, I can only go for what I knew. Pastor Green, he was human, right? He was a man of God. He was a father. He was a husband, hard worker. He did not deserve to die.
Authorities say no charges have been filed at this time. However, the investigation is still ongoing. In Montgomery, I'm Jessica Knox, WSFA 12 News.
And the Elba Zion Missionary Baptist Church held a prayer vigil this weekend.
He was a man of God. He was a father. He was a husband. He was a hard worker. He did not deserve to die. If we are to believe the reports as they are, I vehemently disagree about the dying part. See, fam, we don't own each other. So none of us have the right to put our hands on one another. None of us have the right to cause harm to each other, especially physical harm. You put your hands on somebody, well, that's the chance you take. For the life of me, I do not understand why a man would put his hands on a woman that he has to share his bed with. That I do not understand. Because when you are asleep, you are at your most vulnerable. You have no idea what's going on around you and in the world when you're asleep. You're out. That woman can open that door and let some killers in. She can be the killer. She can decide to go in the garage or the tool shack, wherever, and come back with an axe and bust you smooth in the head, split your head wide open. She can stick you with a needle. She can stab you, slice your throat. She can shoot you. You vulnerable, man. You ain't got nothing. I don't care how big and bad you are. It's very difficult to stop a determined mind. A person who is determined, I don't care how small they are. I don't care how big you are. They can get you. Now, a lot of people are shocked that this happened to a pastor. And they're even more shocked that the First Lady is the one who is accused of killing him. I'm really not shocked because oftentimes pastors are born from the streets. A whole lot of pastors come from the streets. And oftentimes the women that they choose have a street edge. They may not be from the streets, but they have that edge about them. you know? And here's the thing too, fam. You gotta have a little edge when you're the pastor's wife. You're the first lady. You gotta have a little edge because you're constantly defending your husband. You're constantly trying to keep his best interest at heart, right? Because people are always trying to take advantage of him, always trying to use him. How often do people call a pastor to come see about them? And half the time they don't even pay tithes. And let's not talk about all of the women that have to fend off of their husbands. All the women in the congregation, the pastor got action at. Yeah, that's right. I said it, man. I know y'all. I know y'all real good. I know a lot of y'all. Yeah, pastor got action. It takes a real dedicated man of God to not fall for that temptation. I'm talking about when I say the pastor got action, man, if you think rappers and ball players got action, you have no idea about the action that a pastor has. Man, them pastors be getting it in. But it looks like somebody got tired of being a punching bag. And woman was like, nah, that's it. And she allegedly killed him in front of the kids. Whether that's justified or not, that is going to be so traumatic, it is going to affect them for the rest of their lives. She had to be at the end. Some people say, just leave. Why don't you leave? Look, family, I don't think y'all understand this, but they come back. They hunt you down. They find you. And they kill you. That happens a lot. It doesn't happen most of the time, but it does happen. It happens a lot. So what do? There really isn't a 100% way to avoid something like that. Unless you're talking about not being in a relationship at all. Like not taking a chance on love at all. Not taking a chance on being with your person at all. If you are going to be involved in a relationship, an intimate romantic relationship, that is a huge risk. Yeah, that is a huge risk. And so you have to vet everybody. And this goes for men too, because some women are killers too. You got some black widows out there. There are a lot of people out there who are incapable of being in a healthy relationship. They are very toxic. They do not know how to control their emotions alone, just by themselves. They're reckless. So imagine how they're going to be if they end up in a relationship. Before you can get into a relationship, you got to get right for yourself. I hear people saying my better half. Your better half is your other half, and that's you. That's right, I said it. You got to be whole before you go into a relationship with somebody else. A person can't make you whole. That's where we mess up at. We're looking for somebody else to make us whole. We're looking for somebody else to make us happy. No, you make yourself happy. And anyone else can only make you happier if you allow them to. If you allow them into your life. But you got to be very careful about letting people into your world, because that person will not only hurt you sometimes, but these uncivilized mutts have taken it 1,000 steps forward and decided that hurting you is not enough. I'm going to get your mama, your daddy. I'm going to get your babies. I'm going to hit you where it hurts. I've even seen fools kill parents and kill offspring and allow the woman to make it. Just sickos, straight up sickos. So you gotta be careful, fam. You gotta be careful who you let into your life, because it's not just your life on the line. Your family's life is on the line. Your loved one's life is on the line. Your best friend's life is on the line. Remember the days when you fall out with your boyfriend and you call your girls and they just come over and help you move, and they just be standing there acting tough and, you know, just having some extra people there was enough? That ain't enough now. These fools will kill your best friends. All of them. Every single one of them that show up, they'll kill them. So you got to be very careful. When you picking them, you just know that you're not only bringing them into your world, but you're bringing them into your friends and your loved ones' world. You're responsible for that. They say Buddy had 3 other domestic abuse cases. So his situation was pathological. Yeah, you know, that appeared to be the type of person he was. You know, he was a woman beater. They say that they got a report of this dude not only beating the mother of his children, but beating her while she was pregnant. We're talking about an uncivilized mutt. And I ain't trying to come down on pastors, fam, but there's a lot of violent pastors out there. You would have no idea how many pastors can out-cuss you. How many pastors can out-hoe you? I'd party you. I'd lie you. I'd steal you. I'd kill you. Yeah. Yeah, fam. They're out there. So you got to be very careful. I hate to be the bearer of bad news on New Year's Day. Better safe than sorry. Happy New Year, fam. Let this one be your best one. No more talk.